Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl Simply Tennille, and this is I'm Just Saying Live. I got my guys with me. Tell them what's up, boys.
What's going on, man? How y'all doing? What's
So
going on,
Astros.
Oh Lord, help us.
Yeah.
Already checking on the sports. Well, welcome everyone to I'm Just Saying Live, where the morning brew gives us the energy to provide you the best in edutainment, period. Now, I know y'all noticed that we was just a little bit behind schedule, but who cares about that? Sometimes things be going down in a real way behind the scenes. Now, we're going to talk about behind the scenes when we do our Mad Rabbits listening review. Y'all know I love those listening parties, so keep them coming, okay? Tuck couldn't make this one, but I definitely had a really good time. He's going to be really upset when he sees the video, okay?
I know. I am.
Let's get started. What you say, Tuck?
I already am upset.
All right, so let's get started. And here's our twist to this week's hottest headlines, okay? Now, we got all kinds of things to talk about today, but we're going to have our touchy subject, we're going to have our entertainment news, and most definitely our sports. So we always like to kick this show off with our weekend recap, okay? So let's hope and pray, that Tuck move a little faster through this one this week, just click up the pictures and I'm gonna talk. Okay, there we go.
My head in there?
Yes, I'm gonna put your head in there.
Make sure
yeah, we gotta get that situation right.
Him in this dog hat. You are not in there.
There you go. There you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick it off. Now, I do want you guys to know that there was, some things going on this weekend, and I've been telling you about the breast cancer awareness game that was going to be going on. It went down. It was absolutely wonderful. AUA was a part of it. It was great. I cannot wait for y'all to hear about the things that came of it. Make sure you go check out Denver Dynasty on their page. You can see pictures and photos from this weekend's event. Now, up next, we all know that just on yesterday, it was Halloween. Here is Team Thomas for their 2022 dress up. Now, I'm the type of mom who is still wanting my boys to dress up like me, right? It definitely didn't happen on this year. It did not happen. I put the dog's birthday hat on him. We was in struggle mode. I used my stuff for my Mad Rabbits for my husband in my costume. Look. The kids were trying to suck it up. They weren't really feeling good. We had Ghostface, and Colton was dressed as
Ghostface.
Yeah, that's called
Scream.
Ghostface. It's not Scream. You old man. He called Ghostface now.
That's Scream.
Okay, his name is Ghostface. Scream is the name of the movie.
Okay.
We had to educate Anthony there a little bit. Okay, and then the Candyman.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Candyman. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was real good. I was like, look at my baby trying to be a little different on here. Okay, so happy Halloween to everybody who celebrates it. If you don't, we like dressing up.
What were we? Mad Rabbits or bats?
We're Mad Rabbits. I got my ponytail hanging so you could tell the difference between the two of us.
I thought we was a bat.
You thought you was a bat.
Yeah.
You didn't think you was a bat.
With my wings.
He is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, up next. Silly. Prairie View homecoming. Everybody was setting their homecomings out in style. We decided to do it a little different this year. Anthony had a funeral to attend. You're gonna have to take care of that. Had a funeral to attend. So the boys and I went and rode the wagon in the PV homecoming parade, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely strutted my stuff out there on PV's campus. I know that it is not my homecoming, okay? I went to Texas A&M University. Nobody rags on me. Nobody treats me bad because I think that I have been going to their homecoming and been hanging out at their school for so long that they really think that I went there. I did not, but I have a ball at y'all homecoming every single year. I got my shots on. I walked the campus. I hung out with my kids, friends, and family. And then this one, he couldn't keep himself away. He had to just come follow me down there trying to see what I was doing. I know this. I meant to put your picture in here where you was doing a little bit of work. He even strapped down one of the wagons.
Not like me. But it was great. They had good food and good alcohol.
How you know?
Okay.
I was looking at all y'all. They were everywhere.
All right, Tuck, what did you do over the course of your weekend?
I flew back home, man. I went back home to Atlanta, visit some family, spent some time with,
Did you cut up a little bit?
friends. I cut up a little bit. My cousin had a Halloween party. You check
Okay.
my social media, you'll see some footage from that. Yeah, so we just had fun, man. Went to a Halloween party, met some nice people, new people, and networked a little bit. It was cool.
All right.
Did you dress up?
I did not dress up. I didn't dress up. I didn't bring costumes.
Tuck.
I told her, I'm definitely gonna dress up next year.
Okay.
You make a cool vampire.
Why
Why he gotta be a vampire?
I know, right?
You know what? I ain't got time like that.
They slanted.
Quentin says he likes the hat, sir, and here we go talking about alcohol again. Exactly. He don't know nothing about that. Okay.
Oh, he say he can drink.
Listen. Okay, we got some more stuff coming up. Let's see what we got next. You got to move them faster. I'll just start talking after. Once I finish, you just go on to the next. Oh, happy birthday. What happened to the text? Oh, Lord. Happy birthday, Trelly.
Happy birthday, Trelly.
It's her birthday today. So we want to say what's up to our other team mom with the mostest. That's our girl. And it is her birthday on today. So hopefully I'm able to go get out in the streets.
Let's go later. Get turned up, Trelly.
All right. So we have our upcoming events. Now, we talked on last week with Mr. Kenneth Morris about aviation, right? We had this really great conversation with him and things that he has going on. He has this free event coming up on the 12th. What? Well, why are you looking at me like that while I'm talking?
Because we're going to attend.
We're definitely going to attend this event. So if you guys want to see me, you can come on out. I'm definitely going to be there. We're going to have the kids in tow. Of course, I can't wait to go see what he has going on. He has blown up on social media all over the place ever since last week. So I'm really excited about that. And today, remember, we're here to highlight innovators, period. And that's what we're going to keep doing. So this week we have something else innovative to highlight as well. So make sure you stick around. Hey, B. Jones. All right, Scorpios. Trelly calls herself a Scorpiana. Okay. Scorpiana. Okay. Let's keep rolling. All right. Also remember that this weekend, Adult Field Dates is back with a brunch. Okay, y'all know I love some good food. You definitely need to go online, register, get your tickets. If y'all want to be a little extra special VIP and all this kind of stuff, you can get your tickets online on Eventbrite, I believe, and go make your weekend be happening. Okay, it's November the 6th.
Good networking event.
Yes,
definitely.
And more.
And more.
I'm just gonna say that.
Wink.
What's going on with him?
Upcoming events.
All right, next. This happy hour is going down November the 11th. We have also had her. We're going to support all the people who support us. If you came on our show and you did your thing and you send us events all through the rest of the year, you good with us, okay? So this doctor is going to be there and she's going to be having this happy hour event and we're going to go and see exactly what it is she's talking about. I told y'all that I was going to have it for you this week, but guess what? I didn't find nothing out because guess what?
Right.
I was busy. So definitely go check that out. It's We Care RX. Okay. All you have to do is go check her out on social media, and I'm sure she tells you all about it there. Let's keep going. Oh, okay. We don't want to go this far yet, Tuck. We're gonna hold up for a little 2 seconds. Now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our sports and news update. Okay. Look at his face. He looked like what the It is time now for sports at the beginning of our news update. Don't forget to show that flyer that I didn't fix either yet. Put it up there because I did my work that you don't want. Yay! It looks amazing. Where's the music that goes with it? Yep, I had some ESPN music on there and everything.
Yeah. We got, and we're gonna make sure we break on that. We already.
Both of y'all
understood. Don't need to be explained.
To send me the picture, and did you? No, neither one of y'all sent me a picture.
Me and him got it.
I have it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay,
let's
roll.
Let's
start with
the Astros getting rained out last night. man, I thought something was wrong with my TV. I'm like, what's going on here? And they kept saying postpone. But this is not the first time Philly has been rained out in a postseason game. They said 1993 and 2008. But hey, we're gonna see. We're not trying to talk about the past. Astros gonna get in there and beat that ass. Hey, we're gonna knock it out the park.
Let's get it. I'm with it.
Got Big Tuck at the bat neck tonight.
Hey, somebody said that Big Tuck should be good because today the Falcons won. Okay, you know.
Not only did we win, but we're in first place in the division. So
what?
Look at this.
First place.
And he over
Let's
there.
go there.
And he over there just
Let's
grinning like he done did something, you know.
Yeah, so I do all that.
ATL, I see you.
That's hilarious.
Let's talk about Dak Prescott.
Okay. Talk about him. What you got to say?
Cowboys looking good, man.
Everybody is in an uproar.
Win.
Oreo turned 1 and he is just acting a fool today. I'm sorry. He is just having a ball. Listen, so everybody is in an uproar about Dak Prescott and the playing ability, if you will.
Playing ability.
They're, you know, this is really about ability.
What was the score? 45, 48? Let me get the numbers
49,
right.
20, so yeah, it was crazy.
Hey, man, they were scoring a touchdown every quarter, 2 touchdowns per quarter.
They scored on their first 5 drives.
Yes.
First 4 drives.
Yes.
Touchdowns. Not field goal. Touchdowns.
Yes.
That's pressure.
And they say they look like a Super Bowl team. But back to Tennille, you said they were saying, what about the Cowboys?
Well, I'm just saying it's because, you know, how they changed up the mechanism, if you will, this, that, and the other. I'm hoping that they go all the way. It doesn't matter what y'all say about the Cowboys. You already know how I feel about the situation.
I root for any Texas teams. Since the Texans can't do it, I guess the Cowboys got to do it. So, hey, let's go Cowboys.
I'm with you.
Look, he say, I ain't saying that.
Oh, that's right. He from Georgia, y'all.
He didn't say he was from Georgia.
Atlanta. Georgia.
You know what? Okay. It's not Atlanta. All right, keep going, guys.
All right. Yeah, for me, you know, Georgia won, Georgia-Florida game. So, you know, we won our rivalry game. So I'm happy about that. You know, so we marching on, ready for a big game this week, Tennessee, Georgia, between the hedges. So
okay.
Prime time. Let's get it.
Let's talk about something in sports that's just a little bit different. You know, the XFL is back. How do y'all feel about the XFL? 2023 season. They just named all the teams that are going to be playing with them. You know, now this is the league that's owned by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Well, for those that didn't make the pick, you still have an opportunity to make some money doing something else that you love to do. I mean, XXL, arena football, hey, you're still doing what you love. Field might be shorter, pay might be a little shorter too, but you're still enjoying yourself, having fun at what you like.
So do we think, you know, leagues like this are important, you know, for the community of sports, if you will? You know, we've talked about that several times, even in women's sports, when we talk about semi-pro leagues and things of this nature.
Baseball.
Do you think it's necessary to keep people in shape and X, Y, and Z if they're still planning to go to the league, to try to go to one of these leagues?
Yeah. I mean, some of the players on a professional level started off playing in these smaller leagues, and then hey, somebody came over there and gave them an opportunity, or they walked on, and next thing you know, they there making them big bucks, doing what they love to do.
So don't give up on your dreams, ladies and gentlemen. The XFL is there for you, per The Rock, if you will. So just keep an eye out on them and remember to support them. What else can we say about that? I think
it's good, man. I mean, you know, especially for football junkies like me, it's good to have a spring league. It's on a professional level, you know, it's something off season, so you'll get a lot of eyes, especially for a football head. So they have opportunity to impress and make, you know, to make a mark. So it can definitely be viable if they do it the right way. So
Okay, well, all right. It sounds like I'm Just Saying Live is definitely here for the XF.
Yeah.
You got something else to say
Oh,
about
yeah.
the XFL?
Not about the XXL, except
Well, why you didn't let me
XXL.
finish? I was doing good.
You still doing good.
Go on and talk.
How about Denver?
You know what?
They went over to London
Okay. You said you wanted
and
to
they
talk about
won.
They got to win. It was ugly though.
What you
That
say,
was a hard game to watch.
Russell? I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here? But he went way across the country. He got him a win under his belt. So the fans not trying to, get rid of him yet. Because they sure had his head on the chopping block. And he did, I'm going to just say, all right. Not the Russell Wilson we used to seeing, but hey, just get a brother opportunity to get his head out of that hole.
Head out of the hole? Is that what it is?
Yeah, like an ostrich.
I can't stand
I don't want to say get his head out of his ass.
Yep.
I'm just saying,
Lord Jesus. Yep. Okay, so we had all kinds of stuff go on, but I cannot let this day pass without telling you guys, if you did not get out and vote yet, you have to be part of the political process. You cannot sit up here and complain about all the stuff that went wrong. These are the things that they have in place, whether you feel like they work or not. You still need to take part in them because there's tons of things that are going on and coming up on ballots like affirmative action. Like it is 2022. Why is affirmative action still coming up on the chopping block, if you will? They are right now going through, they're doing like the whole conservative Supreme Court judgment on whether or not to keep, affirmative action around when it comes to, Harvard University admission this nature. You say what?
No, I was just finishing the admissions. Yeah.
Right. As far as their admissions are concerned, how do y'all feel about this, guys? Because we know that there's so many people who wouldn't be in certain situations if this had not been instituted, if affirmative action had not been instituted. But do we think that it's holding on to the negative stimulus of separating us? I think without it would be bad because then you really wouldn't get a chance at all. Like there would be no reason for people to give you that one leg up. How do you feel about it?
You go ahead, Tuck.
I have mixed feelings about it.
Right.
Because I'm a person that I don't want to be given anything, but if it's allowing it, I would like to see the practice of it. Because if it's allowing people into the university that shouldn't be in the university, but are there just because they're Black, that's one thing. But if it's allowing a qualified Black student that has the grades and the merits, they just happen to be Black, and that's different. You know what I'm saying?
And we know that they're supposed to be qualified, but a lot of times they get overlooked or surpassed because, as we can see, these people are out here paying for these kids to go to these, phenomenal colleges, if we will. So when you don't have that standing or that backing behind you to be able to get in there, you have to be forced to be looked at or to be reckoned with, if you will. So I see positives and I see negatives, but I think that for the past 60 years, while this has been in place, I still think that there should be so much more done in the way of, trying to get some of these barriers broken down.
So why is it almost like every 2 or 3 years, it's time for us to vote about affirmative action? Why isn't it just there?
Right, because they think that it needs to go away. They think that it's unfair.
The idea is if we're in America,
they think it's unfair.
Right. If we're in America, I mean, the idea is right. You should have that opportunity just like any other American, afforded that you are qualified for that opportunity.
But America has not reached a point where color does not matter, where people are just people, and that's why they keep it in place. But the fact that we have to keep voting on it,
that's the scary side of it. But it has its ups and downs, like you said, of if you qualified and I'm qualified for this job or to go to this school or whatever, hey, allow me to test out or give me the opportunity. But not because of my color.
That was the spirit behind the law, right? It's like just provide an opportunity for those who are qualified in those arenas. I don't think it should be used to allow people who shouldn't be in there. Like if your SAT scores ain't up to par, you know, or whatever, like you shouldn't be trying to go to Harvard. Like you should be trying to go somewhere else.
You know, right, and get yourself together first.
Right.
That's what Tuck trying to say. Well, we're definitely here trying to get ourselves together. And remember that I'm just saying live provides you the best in edutainment, period. If you have something that you'd like to educate the masses on, if you will, please email us at imjustsayinglive@gmail.com. And that's I'm just saying with no G, okay? Please send us your emails. We would love to hear your story. All right. Now, as we continue in this little bit of news and we've talked about the sports, I told you guys that I had somebody that was going to be on or the highlight, if you will, from Mad Rabbit's Riot Club. I went to a listening party. Every single time, though, for some reason, when I'm trying to play people's videos and things of this nature, I have to always go back and try to see if I can get their approval for whatever. So you're not going to hear the music, but you're going to have to go and check out the music. They are on Instagram at Mad Rabbit's Riot Club on Instagram. Okay, all you have to do is go and check that out. Right now, what we're about to do is get geared up to play you the video from my night the other night. I hope everything works out. I'm probably going to talk over this thing just a little bit so that you can know what's going on. But I promise you, you'll have just as good a time with this as I did. Okay, so I got it up.
Mad Rabbit. So
what you want to ask? You want to ask a question before we get into it?
The rabbit in Alice in Wonderland, he was a rabbit, wasn't he? The Mad Hatter?
Yes.
He was okay.
Good morning, Coach Jermaine. So before we get into it, before we get all the way into it, what I did was I went out to this listening party. I know when you think of listening party, you think of music only, correct?
Yep.
Okay, neither one of y'all replying. Okay, but it's okay. So you think of music. Now, these people have been very innovative in adding technology to that and art to that. So not only were they were doing exhibits, which was not actual just art, it was NFTs. So we got to learn about NFTs, we got to learn about the art, and we got to learn about these music artists. I also ran into an old friend of mine, I Am Justified, from right here in Houston, who also made this link up possible. So now this is not just Houston artists and things of this nature. We also have some people from Canada who were a part of this event. And so it was a very different link up, and I'm glad to be able to bring it to you guys. So let's just hope, you know, me and all my stuff that I be doing over here. I know it has become a funny part of the show. I know that y'all think that it's hilarious, but it's okay. We're going to get right here, screen share. We're going to share it. We're going to go to window. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to make big. Is it sharing? Share. There we go. All right. It looks like it's going to do me some funny business.
So I can't believe you didn't dress up when you went to the costume party.
I wasn't. I didn't. You know, I wasn't. It was just an invite. You know, I pulled. I mean, I was there anyway. So. You know,
all right, guys, let's go on to entertainment news because it is frozen for some reason. So I don't know what that's about. It was not doing that when we tested it. Okay, so let's go on to entertainment news and I'll figure that out. Let me stop the sharing until we get it together. It just did something completely different. Okay, so let's go on to entertainment news. And Tuck, I guess you'll have to get that headache break in just a little bit. There's not very much entertainment news because there was one really, really important thing I felt like we needed to talk about. Right here in Houston, Texas, we have had a catastrophe happen.
Yeah, tragedy, man. You know,
young music artist. Okay, out here in Houston, they say not a domino, not a spades game, but shooting dice at the club after hours. We know that definitely goes on out here in the rap game. There was a private party thrown, and someone
in the bowling alley
dead. How many times are we going to have these kind of things happen. You know, this normally would go under our social unrest, but let's talk about it just for a little bit. Takeoff of what's the name?
Migos.
Just passed away. What's this, last night?
Yes.
Yeah, this morning.
At a Halloween party, correct? Last night at a Halloween party, this young man lost his life. We started seeing the stuff very early on. Tuck had sent it to me, you know, and it said like 50 something minutes from where the source I found said that had been posted. Then we heard it on the news. So it all of a sudden hit everybody really, really quick. How do you feel about this? And let's not only relate it to this one instance, but to young men, period, out there. What do you have to say about this, Tuck?
It's very, very sad. Like, you know, I heard a saying that's been going around the last like 5 years. Like, being a rapper is probably the most dangerous job. You know what I'm saying? You know,
or that, you know, we've also heard, you know, the phenomena of these are killings that help people succeed with the Illuminati and things of this nature. But I'm just feeling like it's getting a bit ridiculous. This doesn't even, like, we didn't hear anything that said some big fight broke out or X, Y, and Z. If it was really over a dice game,
well, they really
at this level of money that they have.
Right.
Well, here's the thing: when you have alcohol, ego, and women involved, along with money, then it's a problem. Like, so this is the story I heard. I ain't reporting nothing. This is what been reported out there, saying that, you know, Quavo was losing money or whatever.
Okay.
And he was getting ragged on by the guys who was, you know, taking his money. And you know, a fight ensued. I guess he swung on somebody, and fight ensued. Somebody from Quavo camp put a strap. They put a strap, and it just, you know, popped off like that. And Takeoff wound up getting shot and killed in that process.
And I know, and we can't say anything about it. We really don't know what happened. We don't know what was said, but definitely, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to teach your children better ways to deal with their issues and their problems. You don't have to shoot people. You don't have to, you know, completely get in a fight because somebody hurts your feelings. Let's say that. And when you're in the midst of gambling and you know that you've been drinking, smoking, and all of the above, please, please, please keep your emotions down. Try to keep them down. We keep losing people.
Why be there?
It's basically have a lot to do with your peers. So when you there, like you say, with the alcohol, money, whatever it may be, and people get to ragging or talking down on you, a lot of times you don't care about it. It's the people that's around you, you worrying about what they may think or say. And then that's when things start getting out of hand or out of control. And now people want to fight because, oh, my girl right here or my partner right here, I don't want to look like a chump or a sucker. Now you just want to take it to another level. And it goes from fighting to, what'd you say, people pulling out guns?
They escalated fast. So we in a spot anyway where everybody's strapped. You know what I mean? So why would, you know, when we gambling and we, you know, we smoking, we partying, whatever.
Right, this is supposed to be a fun time. It's supposed to be a fun time. And again, it has ended in tragedy.
A private event.
Yeah.
Because it was a private event where they said less than 50 people, but still, nevertheless, as I said earlier, you allow your emotions, as y'all stated, to have your, you know, emotions in check. Don't just be allow things people say just actually bother you that much where you want to, you know, brandish a weapon or shoot somebody or pull out a gun. I mean, because, you know, some people, you show them your weapon, hey, I'm finna defend myself because you done brandish your weapon, so it's my job to stay alive so I can make it home.
Very true.
But it shouldn't even go to that. We sitting here gambling like going to the casino. You at the casino, you at the crap table or blackjack table, whatever, you start losing, big deal. You can't win them all, and you're not going to lose them all. Yeah. But the worst thing is the black on black crime, our young people out here dying, killing each other behind senseless stuff. You're not defending your family. You're not trying to protect yourself. And all of it could have been avoided.
I'm definitely with that. It can all be avoided. Do your best to try to avoid it at all costs. Because remember, these are your allies. If something were to pop off, they're gonna be your allies. So I guess we need to move on to more positive news. I wanted to talk a little bit about Miss Taylor Swift. I believe you have a picture of Miss Taylor looking absolutely lovely. Taylor Swift has now become the very first person to secure all 10 of the top 10 Billboard chart.
Top 10 Billboard?
Can you believe that? Top 10. All top 10 spots. Taylor Swift. How y'all feel about that?
She doing her thing. I mean, she's singing. She got a lot of featured artists on her albums or songs in general. And she is what she said, God is in control.
Clearly, top 10 Billboard.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
So
she's the very first person.
That includes rap, R&B, country, and all that?
Hey, top 10. She's on top 10 of the entire, like Billboard is a thing for all of it, right?
Okay.
From my understanding, for all of it. And you got a song on every slot.
Okay. Was she making that money and she keep climbing the charts?
Y'all can't tell Taylor nothing really. So she has 9 number one hit. Well, so 9 different number one hits right now.
Yeah.
Right? That's how that works.
9 different number one hits.
Shake It Off.
Over her career.
Love Story, Teardrops. She's got Our Song, Blank Space, I Knew You Were Trouble, Delicate, and Style.
And all those number one.
That girl killing. Let's just give her props. We're gonna clap for Taylor one time. I'm just saying. Is she doing all of that now? She is really doing something amazing. Let's just be for real. The very first artist to do it. Now, after we do our entertainment news, we normally talk social unrest. But before we get into social unrest, we have our movie scoop right here on these slides that Tuck has. And we're going to talk a little bit because we decided to watch a creepy, haunting movie. We thought, okay? We decided that we were going to take time and watch Halloween Ends, okay? Now, we know that this movie has been going on since when?
1974, 77.
Ooh, Lord, they've been beating this one to death.
Michael Myers and I don't know why I forgot the lady name that quick. Anyway, what's the lady name? The star lady?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Go.
How could I forget her name?
Don't know.
But between her and Michael, oh my God, they look old.
Jamie Lee Curtis got to be like 60.
No. She older than that, brother. She about 85.
Don't say that.
How old she is.
Okay, she's 70 something.
I don't think she's that old. She may be in her.
She's 63. She's 63.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
That's why she was able to still move around and fight.
She needs to take some Botox.
Anyway, we watched Halloween Ends. We wanted to see what was going on. We watched it with the kiddos. We thought we were going to get a little bit of gore and scare.
We thought we were going to scare them.
And I just really felt like it was lackluster. It didn't give me that same, feel, the creepy, the haunting, the scariness. It was definitely different. We did get introduced to a new star who was kind of possessed with the Michael Myers spirit for a little bit. So that's what I'm going to tell you without telling you too much, because I still suggest that you see it just because supposedly it's the last one. What you say? I don't have to keep asking you what you say. You're supposed to talk.
They burned him. They drowned him. They buried him. What else they done to him, Tuck? Because I know they have killed this boy like a million different times.
Tucker said he don't watch that.
They jumped him.
I watched a few Michael Myers. My favorite are the first couple, but it's still
Okay, yeah.
They've done a lot to him.
This time, he's out of there.
Yeah.
He's ground meat.
Not the ground meat.
Yes. The lean ground meat at that. But the movie was, it was okay. It was a little bullying in there. Then somebody with the broken doll syndrome trying to help someone else, and then you got others trying to say he's not good for you and she's not good for you. You know how the parents do. Yeah. But it was nowhere like what I'm used to seeing. Well, I'm used to seeing this man snatching people's souls and pulling them out of cars and pulling them through walls and just stabbing them repeatedly. And oh man, it wasn't none of that. But he was really old, man. Looked like he should have been in the wheelchair. So y'all check the movie out. Let us know what you think. And as Simply Neil, I always say, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. So we liked the movie, but it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't.
Did we like it?
It wasn't all that.
We like it.
It wasn't scary. It was a good movie.
It was not scary.
Man, I'm telling you, I wanted to scare my twins. That didn't happen. Yeah. We should have looked at the old Freddy Krueger movie.
Oh yeah, that would have got them a lot better.
Yeah.
Then they'd be trying to sleep in the bed with you then. Tuck, did y'all watch anything scary?
We didn't watch anything scary. We just hung out around the neighborhood. They actually built a scary house. One of my neighbors had built a scary house in their front yard. It was kind of cool, like going into the driveway and stuff. So that was cool. I got some footage on that. Check out my social media.
Okay.
And that's all we did, man. We just went around and just kicked it with the neighbors, drunk a little bit. That's about it, engaged in the Halloween festivities.
Nothing wrong with that. Did you realize, or maybe you're not familiar with, but this is the first time in 4 years that it has not rained on Halloween.
Oh, really?
Yes. We have been
held off today because it's raining like hell right now.
Yes. And this is what it would normally be doing on October the 31st when we be trying to trick or treat with the boys. It started drizzling or it might start pouring down. I'm like, what is going on? But it was cool. It was good. The boys got, like I say, they got around, went to a few neighbors' house and got some candy. And then we said we had enough. It's time to go back and watch this little scary movie, we thought. But other than that, it was nice. So what's up next?
All right. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to talk about a little bit of social unrest. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there were some people who were exonerated of a crime that happened many, many years ago. 2 men were exonerated in the murder of Malcolm X. Okay. Because I can't see our thing. I think we said to love someone.
Well,
tell someone
they got exonerated. So there was a documentary a few years ago on Netflix, and the guy kind of dug into the murder of Malcolm X and how FBI and the investigators kind of all purposely overlooked evidence that pointed them to the correct killers. And they got these 2 random dudes from nowhere, just to blame it on. But it was a pretty good documentary. I recommend you watch. I forget the name of it.
You forget the name of the documentary?
Yeah, the documentary. Okay. But it is on Netflix. See,
but the documentary is what made them reopen the case. Right, which was what made them reopen the case. And so these men wind up getting in excess of $36 million for their time served, if you will, for not doing the crime. Do you think that was enough?
Between the 2?
Which means that they would most likely only walk away with about $10 million apiece.
After taxes and paying the attorney. But how long would it take for them to actually get the money? Do I think it's enough? They were locked up for what?
Since the 60s. So you've been locked up 60 years?
60 years?
Damn near.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like that's enough.
They're not gonna know what to do. So it's gonna be kind of real hard for them to like.
Turn that down. You got to turn it down to the
Oh,
turn it down.
sorry. I'm trying to get it. I was trying to get it off, and the screen is doing the most. You got to hold that. Can you just help me?
Just turn it down. Cause you getting feedback.
But yeah, that's a long time to be incarcerated, and then they're gonna try to give you $10 million or whatever.
Hold on.
Turn it down on the phone.
Anthony. No, I need to cut it off on my computer. I'm sorry. My computer had to go off. The video broke my computer, and so I've been over here trying to get it together.
Okay, you want to go there?
Okay. No, I'm gonna have to. I have absolutely no choice because I have not been able to see you for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes maybe. I couldn't see any entertainment news. I was faking the whole way. Here we go. So there was also another story that I wanted to talk about. You're gonna have to get off of here because I have to open it back up. There was also another story I wanted to talk about in social unrest, and I cannot remember what it was. So y'all give me a second.
So we were talking about the money. No, I don't think that's enough money. And being incarcerated for something you didn't do that long, it's not fair. And is it justified by giving you the money? Yeah, we all gonna accept the money, but it's not justifying anything. I mean, you 80, 70? How old are you now? After being locked up for 60-something years when you were 20? No kid.
Like your life, you're gone. Like, it's
and so that's why I'm saying I don't really feel like in my mind I would take the money. Don't get me wrong. I would be happy that I had been exonerated. You know, Lord forbid you had to be there for the rest of your life for something that you did not do. But do I think $10 million is enough? I don't know about that. And maybe they can make something happen when they write the book or do whatever else. But I just will feel like it is never enough.
No, like I say, you no children, no wife. I mean, you like that's a long time to be incarcerated, especially for something you didn't do. And then now you try to come out here and get back in society, man. What? That's that's half a century done passed that you don't know nothing about out here. When you went in there, they were
no cell phones. You got to think when that man was locked up, there was no cell phone. It wasn't even 8 tracks yet.
The adjustment period is going to be ridiculous. Can you imagine trying to find a job? Can you imagine any of that?
You can't get.
That's why they had to make them millionaires. But at the same time, it's like, you know,
his family probably done died out.
Your life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when it comes to things like that, I'm just blown away by I don't know. It's negligence, but it's not because they really thought they were doing their due diligence at the time, even though somebody else supposedly admitted to committing the crime and things of this nature. It's just I don't know. I don't know how you make that right, and I don't think that there's a way to make that right. And the money. I mean, it may ease you for a little bit, but he don't know how to spend that money, and he's starting from scratch. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, if you don't know how to,
And you said due diligence, but we know even now it was worse back then. But a lot of these head detectives or district attorneys, they just want to close a case out. They don't care who they put the charges on. And now, they came up with DNA testing. They got the cameras everywhere in America to see, who's actually there. And yes, that's beneficial for everyone. But even now, a lot of us are still dying for things, 1 second.
I cut it off.
You want to turn this off or leave that on?
Keep that on right now till I get it situated. Okay,
but yeah, the police have body cams. We got cameras everywhere. People have cell phones. Like I said, we have the DNA, the testing, forensic testing. Yes, all that's a plus. But still, there are innocent individuals that's locked up that didn't commit some of these crimes or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But what's to say about them when they get out? Are they going to be compensated for something that they didn't do? But then again, even with the money, what is that going to give back to them when they lost 10 years to 60 years of their life being incarcerated for something they didn't do? So what actually happens? There should, to me, honestly, I'm just saying, the district attorney, the judge, the prosecutor, the police, everybody involved in that case, those are the ones that need to be, is the word punished, held accountable for taking these individuals' lives away. So we think just giving them money gonna change things? No, let's hold the judges and everybody accountable for, sentencing these individuals. The labs for turning in falsified evidence.
So here's the other thing too to this. One of the guys actually did another case for another 40 million. Because really, honestly, no lie, they probably should have both got 40, but they had to bust that down because that was what the case paid out since they were both exonerated. Do you think he's wrong for going in there and trying to get more money? We're talking about, these different things and how it's gonna make you feel better or not. And you're talking about how judges, should go and, go to attorney general and all of this. He could do it himself if he had the right amount of money. So if he goes and gets this extra money, do you feel right that he's asking for more?
He's just doing his job on that part, but he's doing his job to free them, to exonerate them.
No. This is him. This is the guy who was exonerated.
Oh, so
he's
now
asking for more money.
Oh, he's asking for more money. I mean, even if they give it to him, what is it going to serve or what is it going to do? You have lost your life. You have no lineage. You have, man, that's just hard for you to think about.
I mean, you can start something. But you late in the game. But I guess you can figure out how you want to move. I mean, those guys got to be in their 70s. So at least.
So you're gonna start something to try to help other individuals that have been falsely accused or charged, that's incarcerated.
No, I mean, start a life for yourself. If that's the path, if that's the path you want to choose, then that's fine too. But if you just want to actually experience life,
plans to go be helping anybody else who's been wrongly accused.
Yeah,
maybe so. Because when you go on that long, you never know.
They're old. They're not thinking about that.
You're trying to retire, sit back, retire with your money, go travel the world to do something you ain't done since you've been incarcerated. Which is damn near everything.
Because you're not trying to start a family, you're not, all these things. And I know that may seem important, to some folks, but at that point, I think that they are just going to be so grateful and whatever else that they're not going to think about that.
You said not trying to, they can't. They 60, 70 years old.
By the time that passport comes, they might be kicking the bucket.
Hey, you know what they're gonna be like? They're gonna be like Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence in life.
No, they are sitting for real.
Sitting at the baseball game.
This is the real life story.
Yes, sitting at the baseball game, 100 or some years old, talking about them Yankees. Well, actually, we talking about Philly and the Astros.
You know what was crazy? Staying on this Malcolm X thing, like in the documentary, it was like everybody knew who killed him,
right?
But nobody was like, and they just let two men just right away, in prison for all those years wrongfully. And
but how many times that has happened? It continues to happen. This is not by any means the first or the last time.
No, the community protected this guy.
They're getting better and they're trying to release people, but this is going to continue to be something that goes on, period. Wrongfully accused, because people don't know exactly what happened.
But he's saying that they did know who actually killed them.
Like
people,
they say that they knew.
Everybody,
and they put somebody else there on purpose to serve the crime. Serve the time for the crime.
And then the cops they have the evidence. They say no, evidence don't point this way, it points that way.
That way.
Right. And we on the outside, there's nothing we can do about it, even if we speak up, protest, or whatever. and especially back then.
Yeah.
Only thing they could do was just march.
Okay, hit the mute over there. We're gonna try this one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Just hit the mute, Mike.
Okay, you hit it. Is it?
All right. And here, can you hear me, Tucker?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, let's.
Which one you want? Which screen you want?
Oh, it is not sharing the screen, even though it says that it is.
I got you. Okay.
You what?
I got you.
Okay.
Full screen.
Start up again. Sorry, everybody. I just really want y'all to see this. Here we go.
All right, put it on full screen.
He said put it on.
Yeah, full screen, and when you
full screen.
Yeah, put it on
Can
full
you hear?
screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's playing over here.
It's on the video, but I don't think we have the audio.
You don't have
the audio as well. It's all there.
Apologies. One second. So you have to have the audio from the share.
Well, and,
I can't hear you.
He did a lot of story writing for the project.
So add the audio from the share. So stop it.
Always teaching something on the show, and I really want everybody to know the details of what an NFT is and how it makes you.
We got to stop it and then reshare. Yeah, and then when you share it, make sure there's a checkbox that says add audio or include audio, something like that at the bottom.
Oh my gosh. So I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, it's screen share. And then at the bottom where you see share system audio.
It just says share screen.
So click share screen.
And
then
I went to the window that it's in. And when I hit share, it doesn't say anything about audio.
Okay, so it should automatically do it. All right, cool.
Okay, and try again.
Yep. And just full screen it if you can.
How about now? Can you hear it?
Yeah, but we can't. Hold on, pause it. But we can't see it. So pause it. Don't share the window. Share your full screen because it's not gonna work. Because when you full screen it, it's just showing the edit. Don't get mad at me.
It's not you. I just get so irritated with all of this.
I know. We're gonna get it right. I promise.
Makes no sense. Okay. Present. Share screen. Share screen. We're gonna just do the screen. You said correct?
Yeah, not the window, just the screen.
Okay. And I want to share. It's sharing. I'm clicking over here.
At the bottom. Now that's the one where you're supposed to share system audio, but whatever.
Oh my God, it didn't say that. I'm still on the screen. It doesn't say system audio. It went
no. When you select the screen to share it, at the bottom there's the thing. That's all right.
See, it doesn't say that.
Okay, it doesn't.
Okay, there, boom. Okay.
Play it.
And play.
gentlemen, it's simply Tennille here, and I am at a very special event on tonight. Something just a little bit different from the norm. I was really interested in coming to this event because I love the mixture of technology and music. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to introduce yourselves for me.
My name is Carlos Quintello. I go by Knox in the crypto world. We all have an alias, so that's what I go by.
Okay.
My name is Johnny Richards. I go by Thruster.
Ooh, Thruster and Knots. I love it. Okay, so we are here for Mad Rabbits, right? Tell us a little bit about how you came up with the idea to make this mixture, if you will.
Gotcha. So just an avid collector of artwork, and fell in love with the scene, the whole community building aspect of it. It's real similar to the sneakerhead culture, right?
Okay.
It's a collectible that we'll build a community around. So that's kind of what inspired me to take a leadership role in building the project. And my buddy next to me here, Dallin, is one of the founders as well, and he did a lot of the story writing for the project. So.
All right. So here's the other thing. I know that I'm always teaching something on this show, and I really want everybody to know the details of what an NFT is, how it makes you the coin, okay?
All right, I'll get on that.
Yeah, so NFT, as I'm sure many people know, stands for non-fungible token, but it's essentially a image or a token on the blockchain that represents something that cannot be copied. No two NFTs are the same because they're all cryptographically signed by a unique signature on the blockchain. And so what we did is we crossed the world of digital fine art into the collectible space, and we really created a product that we thought would disrupt the traditional collectibles, which was really money focused. And we wanted to bring something to the community that was focused on the art and focused on being here for the artists and the people in the community versus just here to make money, which we all want to make money, but we also want to generate a organic community of people that just want to.
And a forum for artists, because, you know, things are so watered down nowadays. This is definitely very, very different. And I want you to talk about that. Let's talk about the band. Let's talk about the music just a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell us a little bit about the band as well.
Yeah, so never produced an album, never worked on music in my life, right? But this is what the NFT scene does for you, right? It connects you with people and creatives that, you know, you build these bonds and friendships in the crypto space, and it leads to projects like this. So early on, we launched Mad Rabbits a year ago, October 12th of 2021 to be exact. So yeah, we launched on October the 12th. We built a strong community, and in building that community, we promised a lot of utility. So utility in the crypto space really means, like, what are you going to do for the vendors to keep them involved in your project?
Got a lot of insider.
Yeah. So yeah, we're growing as a unit, right, with our collectors, and the record producer that made the beat for our initial promo video is a guy by the name of Latch. They represent Sideways out of Toronto.
Okay,
Canada.
I saw that outside as well.
Yeah, so Sideways is the collective of artists that we've become friends with in the crypto space first. And then secondly, we decided to produce a music album that can represent our brand and give the community something to vibe with that's a little bit different.
What is one thing that you want everybody to know about this project that you guys have created out there in the community that you think would make them just latch on?
I really think it's about the relationships and the connections that we are making with people. When I started this project, I never thought that I'd be meeting and working with a music producer from Toronto, who has his own record label that he produces tracks that, you know, are on Spotify with millions of spins with.
So what can we expect tonight, guys?
We can expect a listening party for Welcome to Gang Wars.
Okay.
Welcome to Gang Wars are 10 different
Real strong
factions.
name too.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, wait a minute.
So we added 10 factions to our line to kind of give the community a choice of where they wanted to vibe with, right? And when we partnered with these artists, it's not just Toronto; it's a Toronto to Houston movement, or a Houston to the six, if you will. So Kurt Cobain is on the album. I Am Justified is on the album, and Coleman Hell from Toronto. Latch produced every beat, and Sean Vincent DePaul, SBDP is another artist that's on this album. So
okay, tell everybody where they can go and follow you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You can follow us on Twitter at MadRabbitsRC and on Instagram at MadRabbitsRiotClub. So.
All right, guys. Thank you so very much for having me here this evening. I cannot wait to show you all the behind the scenes of what went on here, and that is coming up next.
Here's one of the NFTs that was presented at the party. I thought the artist did a really, really great job with some of these.
Yeah, you say it's one of the NFTs.
That's the NFTs that they've created through this project. Cool. This is one of the other owners of Mad Rabbits Riot Club.
Okay.
Beautiful place where they threw this party. The ladies were definitely having fun.
Right, I missed that one.
Oh yeah. We had a good time. I ran into some old friends that I've known from way back. They had signature cocktails. This is my trail ride, some of my trail riding buddies. Now we got another little short interview here with Sideways, the band.
Okay.
Look, we're talking about art tonight. We're talking about technology. We in the building, okay? We mixed it all together and threw it in a bag and rolled it up. Tell us what we can expect tonight from the music, though.
Hard raps, hard beats. That Toronto H-Town flavor. What does that sound like?
Toronto H-Town. Tell everybody who y'all are, because that right there just sets it off. It sets it off. Tell everybody who you guys are.
My name is SVDP.
Okay.
I'm Coleman Hell.
I'm Latch.
And y'all are?
We're Sideways.
Sideways. No, it look a little sideways. We got rabbits. Yo,
you're sideways too now.
That part. So tell us a little bit about how this mix-up kind of happened.
It's through this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he linked up with Knots, who's the
we interviewed
founder
him
of
earlier. I got all that information. They're definitely gonna know who he is, and they're definitely gonna know who you are, because he said that you made this link up possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know what? He has a very sexual place, and not just that.
You on that sexy stuff, huh? This is like your third time saying something about that.
That's his
I'm watching you with both
catchphrase.
He's a really good, dope, genuine person, and just all love, and I think it's like a cool connection with like. I know we're from like different countries and stuff, but like it just feels like we're like already brothers.
Music is supposed to feel good. Yeah. Art is supposed to feel good.
We just live together, and these are my brothers here.
Yeah, I think both communities, like loyalty and family, is really important, and we kind of just connected, hit it off right away, and made this album that is like based on the sort of the lore of the Mad Rabbits project. So it's sort of like this immersive experience where you have the music, you have the visual art, you have like the underlying story from all the different perspectives of the different gangs. So it's like it gets
how has Mad Rabbits been received here in Houston? With it being a cultural mix.
I think that it's like one of the
best. There's lots of people out there. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. I think that's also due to their ability to like bring communities together.
Okay.
I think that's kind of what was, for me, that was an important factor of like, what does collaboration look like? Not only amongst ourselves as artists, but what does that collaboration look like when you take it to like another entire community, and what it looks like when we come together. So yeah, from what I've seen, I would say it's probably the best PFP project that I've been fortunate.
Okay, now if you guys do not know, they have included NFTs to include the art inside of this. We're gonna hear some really good music this night. And what else? I've been having some drinks and all kinds of things. It's pretty live out there. They've got some sponsors here at the event. Exotic things. I'll show you pictures of that later. It's gonna get real sexy, huh? Thank you guys so much. This is I'm Just Saying Live.
Okay, here's another one of their NFTs. I thought this one was definitely hot.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that one.
Yes. Here's the exotic crop that came by and was one of the sponsors. They were selling things right there. We are still here in Houston, Texas. And each one of the people who were one of the media to cover got free pre-roll.
Yeah, I'm mad. Oh man, now I remember
they was giving it away. Man. They was giving it away. Okay, thank y'all so much. I'm so glad that I finally got the video up. I needed y'all to know that. I needed y'all to know that people are out here doing innovative things. They're mixing art. They're mixing technology. They're mixing music. Now, these are all forms that people have to be able to express themselves. You know, my kids are in coding club right now, so I'm very excited to see what they're going to wind up producing. Remember, you know, last week we talked about aviation. This week, now I'm talking about computers making things like this. This producer came all the way from Toronto, mixed it up with a couple of Houstonians. And this is, you know, those guys do not look like what we would consider the average nerd, if you will, when it comes to technology and making NFTs.
Yeah,
why are you looking at me like that?
That was so. This not 1972 where nerds got these thick bifocals on with long hair.
People, that's what people used to think, and they still think that. You know, we're here.
We're looking at one right now.
Oh, with a nerd.
Yeah. But you'll never know that. He's so down to earth.
Okay.
I'm the coolest nerd in the world, though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that many like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They don't make them like him no more.
They don't make them like this, man.
Oh, so let me ask, what does NFT stand for?
If you would have listened to the interview,
non-fungible
token.
Non-fundable.
Fungible.
The G.
Oh, fungible.
Okay. Yeah. It's basically, so it's created on the blockchain.
Look, you cannot hold it.
I don't like that. That sounds like Bitcoins. I don't like that.
Same thing.
It's created the same way a Bitcoin is created.
Off a blockchain.
Can I cash out?
You can cash out.
Yeah, if there's a market for it.
Yeah. There's kids who have made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of their non-fungible tokens.
So this is actually what you call a currency. This is like a computer currency that you can never actually.
No. So it's basically bringing artwork to that digital currency realm. So how the blockchain works, anything that's created on it has a digital signature. You know where it comes from. You know where computer was created on. It's basically like the UPC for that.
If your token winds up getting support, or other people start to purchase or support that, then that's how it grows in value.
Yeah. So it goes from that, and then on the business side, like she said, that's how it's created. And then on the business side, hey, you want to sell it just like Bitcoin. You know, you sell it, you can buy it. You know, it's just one of those commodities now.
So I am definitely going to tell y'all one more time. I know that was supposed to be our special guest. I had added some stuff on there. It looks like Tuck took it back off.
I didn't do that. You did that.
No, I put it on there, but I put their name at the bottom. So I don't know what happened, but I was going to tell you guys where to follow them on social media, which is at Mad Rabbits Riot Club on Instagram. He said that it's RC on Twitter. So Mad Rabbits RC on Twitter. So definitely go and check them out. If you want to learn something new, you know this is your place to come, because we're always going to bring you the best in edutainment, period. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have had a long day and it is already 11:25. We do not have time for a Tennille's touchy subject on today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure he's talking about what?
We'll have 2 next week. How about that?
What I'm going to do, I might have 2 next week, or I can post one and let y'all comment online. Y'all let me know what you guys would like me to do. I can post one online so that you can answer all over the course of the week, and we will still take time and read out your comments on next week, and then we'll have a fresh one. How does that sound? I think that sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in yet again to I'm Just Saying Live. Remember that we are nothing without you. We love your support and we love to hear from you. Remember, next week we will also be starting our Beauty of the Week. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.